Hey everyone, so sorry for not posting last week. This is to make up for it. It's a bonus edition about Krista's musings. So hopefully you stick around and watch this video. All right, so if you weren't aware, I work for Accenture on our Technology Vision team. And our Technology Vision is a yearly publication where we identify a handful of trends that we feel will be most important to businesses in the next 3 to 5 years. And one of the things that we do is we host an external advisory board where we bring in technology leaders, from different companies and different industries and kind of pick their brains on what they think will be the future of technology. Now, I happened to be in a breakout session with a group last week for our external advisory board, and we were talking about, all things tech, including issues like diversity in technology and trying to get more women into engineering, which I'm really passionate about as a female engineer. That's going to connect. I'm going to move on a little bit. It'll all come back together, just so you know. And then another thing we were talking about is, hardware and software and the physical and the digital worlds, and how, we are becoming more digital, but this digital world will help us better define the physical world as well, kind of more in real-time boundaries and through more dimensions. And that as we progress in software, hardware is still vitally important. In fact, truly important, because at the end of the day, people are still in meat space. Like, we are still physical beings, and hardware really matters. And that clicked with me, it seemed to make sense. I was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. I am testing the limits of my very own hardware. And this, to me, also links back to getting more women in engineering. It's like when women limit their capabilities of their body and their hardware, I feel like we're also limiting what we can do with our software and our minds. So for me, I happen to get a lot of empowerment through being good at sports and being athletic, and more of what we would call my hardware, I feel like really empowered my software. However, what I realized is that I think I'm an outlier in a lot of ways. Many people who I talk to, and for most people's experiences, are like, oh yeah, when I wasn't good at sports, that's when I realized I had to be smart and go into engineering. And my guess is that it's also the other way around, where people are like, oh, I'm not very smart, so I must be good at sports, right? So I don't know. That's why I don't really have a conclusion to this, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts, and why does it seem to work for most people that they're good at one or the other and not both? I mean, is it just hard to be both? I don't know. So does this goal to push the limits of my hardware to improve my software even make sense? I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about recently, and I wanted to share it all with you. So there's your bonus episode. Thanks, guys.